Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico. And if you're new to the channel, we ask one question here, which is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? A lot of people, young and old, they think the old music is better, but I am not so sure. And today, we're going to continue with Aurora. The reaction that I did last week did very, very well. And I was watching the presidential debate, and I can't stand it. So I'm going to just come here and record with you guys instead. That's painful. This is fun. So there we go. And yeah, so we did really well on last week's reaction of Your Blood. So now we're going to do Conflict of the Mind, and I'll do another official lyric video. So I know there's an official video with her in it, but I kind of like these lyric videos because then I can understand the lyrics in case they're difficult to understand, and we can follow them together. I think it's a great idea. So, yeah, I'll have to watch the video on my own. But if you like what I'm doing, a senior reacting to the new music of the 21st century, there aren't too many channels like this. Hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help. Bells, notifications, all that. I mean, you know, I actually do this channel at a loss, so I really appreciate when you guys support me. Oh, I have a Patreon page too, if you so desire. It'll be in the links below. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm looking forward to this.
Da, 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 da. It's a complicated story that we never talk about, but I see it in the mirrors, in the curtains of our house. I don't want you to be worried that we're running out of time. It doesn't matter where we're going, we can leave it all behind. Only when I see you cry, I feel conflicted in my mind. It fills my heart, I bet it breaks
a little laugh at the end. Excellent, and it sounded like a vinyl rip, didn't it? But it's on her official channel, so maybe they just put some vinyl noise in there as an effect, but yeah, so very interesting lyrics and superb vocal production. Yeah, again, just a pleasure to listen to in, with headphones. There's just so much going on. The beat is really simple so that it gives more focus on the words. It's mostly keyboards and vocals, just that real simple pulse, almost like a heartbeat. And she sings about the heart. What's interesting about these lyrics, I think, is we talk about conflicting emotions all the time. And she's saying it's a conflict of the mind, but then she's singing about the heart and she's singing about love. So she's talking about emotions and she's talking about the mind, but almost as if the mind is the source of the emotions. So that's really cool. I like that. And, feelings are conflicted, motives are conflicted. I remember listening to a talk one time by a priest. I'm not Catholic, but I went to this event. I won't go into detail, but this priest was talking about how motives are very rarely pure. If the theater's on fire, your motive is to get out. That's pure, but almost always. So one of the things that people do, you hear it all the time, is we judge as we judge as a society. You look at cancel culture and everything else, we come together in groups and we make judgments. But a lot of times we'll make a black and white judgment about somebody. And a good example is someone who is a philanthropist. We might say, oh, well, they're doing that because it's good for their business. And other people say, no, they're doing it because they're generous and they're doing it, out of the benevolence of their heart. And why can't it be both? Right? Why can't you have a generous heart and want to give back and do it because it's good for business too? So motives are often mixed and feelings are often mixed. So I see you cry and my mind is conflicted because I think what she's inferring here, if I interpret the lyrics correctly, is that means that her partner, man or woman, I don't know, I have no idea what her personal life is like, but that this person has feeling and emotion and passion, and that's something that most people, and certainly the narrator in this song, likes likes that the person is a feeling human being. Oh, but they're crying, so that means that they're also suffering a little bit and in some pain, emotional pain. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. And all the words, I noticed that the vocabulary is very simple. She doesn't use any ornate words or five-syllable words, but she just strings them together in a fashion that's very unique and very personal to her. So I like these lyrics a lot. I think they're definitely above average. The vocal production is above average. The melody is good. Yeah, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A, like I did the song last week, and it's got a different flavor because it doesn't have a percussive beat to it. It's just got that quiet pulse. And her vulnerability in the beginning and the end. She sings very quietly in the beginning, increases in power, which is perfect, and at the end, she brings it back down and she has that little giggle that they left on the tape there and included in the song. So wonderful, full of personality. Yeah, I get it. I get it why you guys like her. She's fantastic. And the production, I should say, very modern, very 21st century. So there's a lot of music now that's a throwback to the 80s, right? And sometimes the 90s. People are doing retro sounds and mining the old sounds, which makes it easy for someone like me to listen to a lot of modern music because It's retro. This didn't feel quite as retro. It felt more of the times. It felt more 2010s or 2020s in its production sound. So that's it. I think I've talked long enough. Let me know what you think. Pretty cool song. Yeah, I'm becoming an Aurora fan. All right. And as we say here in Bonita, Mexico, buen dia.